The best of 7. It's a best of 7. Welcome everybody. Hello, Z's.
All right, they're getting into the map draft now. So ACCM with Atacama as the first pick. Viper bringing in the fish and fish and arena. Oh, Viper with
Ooh,
the
the arena.
arena. Nice. Gold rush for ACCM, so he likes those more open, aggressive maps. Viper with the Arabia. Pretty standard, yeah. ACCM, he's probably gonna pick another fairly standard map. Let's see, what do we have? Land Madness, maybe? That's my
Well,
prediction.
I would love to see arena because I feel like that was a game that I think ACCM was so close to winning at the Grand Melee LAN event. So I would love to see maybe if we get a little bit of a rematch on that one.
Yeah.
Will we
Okay.
see a siege tower in this set? Survivalists, place your bets.
No, I don't believe so. I would love to see it, but I doubt it. Okay, so well, we'll see. We'll see what ACCM chooses as the final map, aka
Yeah, and I think the last
yeah,
map picked, or the only one not picked or banned, is the first map that we're gonna play with.
yeah. Oh, and ACCM doesn't like Land Madness. It seems okay.
Oh,
Well, the final map is northern. No, wait, no. What's the final map? Frigid Lake. Frigid Lake.
hold
So
on. There's a Ring of Reeds is already being playing. It's gonna be Frigid Lake.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, there
Well,
we go.
there's just enough maps to fit one ban, one pick. Anyways, so basically, like ACCM functionally does get the last choice, even though it shows like Viper getting 4 picks because ACCM bans. There's only 2 maps left, so ACCM bans one, and then it's the whatever map. So Frigid Lake is our first map. So yeah. Anyways.
All right, Kumins. That's gonna be our first ban. And Mongols. Sad. I always say I'm a Mon gal, but we won't be
Mongols
seeing that today.
Mongols is kind of a 6 civ, so yeah, makes sense to get rid of it. We'll probably be seeing some of the Indian civs banned from here, so probably Gujaras, Hindustanis, I would think. We'll see. Yeah, there's the
Yeah,
Gujaras
you
ban.
called it. Viper banning Gujaras. They're very, very strong, and maybe ACM will ban then. Because ACM picks second, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Aztec.
like Poles or Hindustanis probably ban here, most likely. We'll see what ACCM goes for.
Time will have to tell. He's got 15 seconds. I don't think we're going to see a flex move where ACM randoms it.
That'd be pretty flex though.
Well, he's got 5 seconds, so.
Yeah,
The
Hindustanis. Yeah.
Hindustanis. There we go. Do you think Viper's going to pick Portuguese? Maybe not his first pick, but in his draft? Really like
Yeah. For arena, I would expect. The Vipers definitely got a plan for arena. It's gonna be like Portuguese or Turks, one of the two. They're both very oppressive. And there's the
well, he's gonna pick.
Poles first pick. Oh no.
Well,
Ay.
ACM now has the opportunity to take Portuguese away like Hera did in his draft versus Vipers. So he's going to pick Lithuanians. He's got one more pick. Will it be the Portuguese? Or are you going to donate that to the Viper?
Japanese. Yeah, that's. I mean, for fish maps, it makes sense. Yeah, ACCM seems to be a pretty big fan of Lithuanians. I think he's picked it up in some of the previous drafts, and he's been playing them. Has he been successful? I think so. So, anyways, it's a pretty solid civ. Okay, what's Viper gonna get?
I wonder if Viper's going to pick Portuguese like now in the 2 and 3 here, or if he's going to feel, oh yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Makes sense.
Oh, you know what's funny? I'm wearing the dress I wore at the Grand Melee the whole time.
Oh.
Because before it started, I kind of asked like what we're doing for wardrobe, because at Wololo they provided the wardrobe, and they were like, oh, just pick bring 4 or 5 outfits, and I was like 4 or 5 outfits. Best I can do is 1.
Yeah, that's a lot. Whoa.
So I was like, okay, let's just wash the dress every night. And it's made out of polyester, so it dried quite quick. But moral of the story is I feel like we have a little bit of a throwback to the Grand Melee. Here I am in my Grand Melee dress with Grand Melee players on Grand Melee maps.
Yeah, it's amazing. Going back in time. Okay.
A month ago, right? A
Yeah,
month and
yeah.
6 weeks ago.
Yep.
All right. Well, Bohemians Turks for ACCM. So I think actually during the Grand Melee, did they? I think ACCM played with Turks on that arena game.
Yeah, you know, Turks actually kind of counters the Portuguese a little bit in some ways. Same with like Bohemians is pretty good, but Portuguese can still make the organ drop work against Bohemians somewhat. But Turks, like the Janissaries, just beat organs. Like it's just how it works. So I think Turks is a great counter pick there. Yeah, Khmer getting picked. That's gonna be pretty good on
Frigid
Northern
Lake.
or
Yeah.
Frigid Lake. Yeah, that's the one.
I don't
Yeah.
know. We haven't seen Magyars too often.
Oh yeah, true. Well, Atacama
He's so
is
good.
yeah, Atacama's in this, so I expect to see Magyars probably from ACCM. He'll probably pick up Magyars at some point because it's pretty good there, or maybe Bulgarians. Bengali's getting picked. Okay,
Bengalis.
yeah,
Okay, maybe that's for no, Graveyards has been banned, so we won't be seeing those really good monks. But you know what? I really like seeing Bulgarians on Atacama.
yeah, same. Bulgarians and Magyars. I think those are my two top picks on those, at least if it were me. So, yeah, we're seeing Huns. Huns is another pretty popular one for those aggressive maps. But yeah, Ring of Reeds, we saw Bengalis from what was that from? Was that earlier in the day? Was that ACCM? Yeah, that was. I think that was the final game that I watched against Finch. Yeah, it was like ACCM versus Vinchester, and he went Bengalis on Ring of Reeds. So, wait, do we have Ring of Reeds? Yeah.
Persians here
Yeah,
for
we
Viper.
do.
That could be another Frigid Lake pick for sure.
Yeah, maybe. Persians. We saw it earlier in this tournament as well. Who played it though? Was it Viper? I don't think I watched a Viper game. There were so many games earlier actually over the past couple of days, so I can't even remember anymore. But anyways, let's see. A couple more civs to go. Malay, loving it. Nice.
Ooh.
Malay has been more popular lately. They used to be considered to be like bottom tier, and I don't think did they get any kind of buff. They got the Karambits got buffed slightly, but they didn't.
I think they're just really good on like closed maps because they're nice uptime.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Well,
maybe
even on
for like
open
Ring of
maps.
Reeds, we'll see them, or on Arena.
Yeah, I think they're just a good overall civ. I think they're just weird to use, so people just didn't really know how to play them. And ACCM with the Byzantines pick, let's go. Loving it.
And Spanish too.
Yep.
All right, a lot of gunpowder for ACM. He's got the Turks, Bohemian, Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, all the actual gunpowder civs. So that's, well, not Portuguese, but yeah, that's kind of cool. And what's Viper going to go for the last pick? Is he going to take something interesting like Celts? I don't know. Let's see.
He has Mayans. Incas don't get any love, man.
Yeah, well, just mine's is better. He goes for a random pick Saracens.
You know, he could
Classic.
choose random, I think. He doesn't have to get the countdown to go to 0. But all right, Saracens, let's go. Game number 1 is going to be Frigid Lake. Place your bets here. I'm going for Khmer Byzantine.
Khmer Byzantines on Frigid Lake. Yeah, Khmer I think makes sense. Byzantines, yeah, could be. Lithuanians maybe. I'm gonna go with Lithuanians.
Okay, I think first pick there for Liz.
Yeah, we'll see who's right. I just needed to be different, right?
Okay.
You know.
I was thinking either Japanese or Byzantines.
Yeah.
But no, I think Fish and Fish says Japanese, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think Japanese is gonna be.
Well, we're gonna find out. We know the map. Do we have a lobby? Because that could provide us some useful insights.
That would be very good.
Not yet. We're working on it.
Yeah. And of course, there's going to be a little bit of a delay as well, so we're gonna have to chill. But no problem. Okay. Oh, I forgot that I boiled some water. That was like 20 minutes ago, and I never did anything with it, so I'll be right back.
Just go reboil the water, standard
Yep.
modus operandi. Hey Jan, welcome. Viper hacks, active randoming Saracens. Actually, it's a pretty good random. Saracens are pretty strong with that market use, accelerating the body into the castle age is always nice. Frigid Lake, like I said, I would like maybe Viper's not gonna do Khmer again. Maybe he's like, I just played that strat. Maybe we'll see something with Persians. Persians do start with 50 extra food, 50 extra wood, so that does make it a little bit easier. You have more wood to start with for the dock, of course, and because you have one extra villager's more food, you can go on wood a little bit earlier as well and start pumping out those fishing ships. And not to mention the docks have double the HP, which is not too shabby. Don't you think Viper would have used his best strats versus Hera? Well, maybe he's worried that that ACCM quickly scanned the strats and maybe Viper did the same thing with ACCM's games. Just quickly looked over what was the plan. Double HP for the dock. Oh yeah. Yo yeah, Finn. How did Hera versus Viper go? It was 3-0 for Viper. I think Hera was having some connecting issues, and there's like some lags, lots of pauses, lots of tears proverbially shed here. Missed the second half of Viper Hera, but you have a feeling you know how it ended? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So again, we can take a look at the draft here if you're just tuning in. And the first game is going to be on Frigid Lake. We do not yet have a lobby, I don't think, but we're working on it. Indeed, working on it. We are. So it should be a good time. Beep, 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 beep. Sorry, I have to make random noises because I feel like I need to just fill the dead air. So if you ever hear me going like, no, 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 it's just because I feel as a streamer, I can't have dead air. It's like turning on a radio and then not having anything. Just dead air, no one wants it. Sorry for the grammar. Thanks. You're very welcome. Is it just me, or does it feel weird that Viper left all the gunpowder for ACCM except the Portuguese? Feels like he's trying something. Well, Grumpy. I hope your day becomes less grumpy. But Viper traditionally very good with all civs, and I think he loves the unique units. We saw actually, you know what? I'm a little disappointed that we're not going to see Koreans. I love when Viper plays Koreans because his war wagon nonsense is very entertaining. Ellie radio confirmed. Entertain me, Ellie. I'm working on it. Just
All
pick
right.
your nose. You hear that's what streamers do during downtime?
I'm
We're just
back,
gonna sit here picking our noses.
and I'm just in time for the game. Let's go.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, we didn't see Khmer, but we did see Lithuanians from ACCM.
Oh,
So we were both slightly wrong. We both got one of the
we're
civs.
both slightly wrong, yeah. But you know what? All this time, and
All right. So yeah, Lithuanians. I think ACCM likes them because of the food that they get at the start allows them to be a little bit more aggressive, or allows them to get up to the feudal age just a little bit faster, which, well, does allow them to be more aggressive from that point. So makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
But you know what? When you were gone, I was mentioning stuff about the Persians. I was.
Okay.
I'm not lying.
Yeah. I know that Persians was like your number 2. I know Khmer was 1, and then Persians was like, if he doesn't go for Khmer, it's gonna be Persians. So.
Well, there you have it. Hans, thanks for your support. We've got Vipey luring a boar, getting those shorefish. ACCM going for his boar already as well. I suppose as Lithuanians, you do want to probably push stuff, or do you think scouting is more important?
Well, I mean, yeah, you do want to scout your opponent's map, like, at a reasonable time, but you can usually push, like, 1 or 2 deer, and it's not really the biggest deal.
Well, the ibex are pretty far away, actually, on this map. It's a problem. Just realized they don't really start with something really close to them. But yeah, Viper is going to get his fishing ship harassed, and he's going to quickly repair. And yeah, this is the power of the Persians. Look at that. Viper's already up by 2 fishing ships.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's not just... Well, their dock doesn't work faster until the next age, but it's really just that extra 50 food and 50 wood that they start with. He's able to get the dock going a little bit faster. And, well, Lithuanians can do kind of the same thing, though. The Lithuanians could just go to wood a little bit earlier, so ACCM maybe not doing as strong of a build here, because he definitely could have competed with that, the fish timing here. But yeah, so the scouts are just going to be tapping the enemy fishing ships as is standard on this map. So the fishing ships can't really fight back, but, well, both players, they don't know what exactly they want to do with the scouts. I guess they still want to get some scouting information. Now, yeah, neither player has fully scouted the opponent yet, so they're probably going to both want to do that. But yeah, Viper looking to push some of these eyebacks. I don't know what he's doing with his scout. He's just running back and forth.
ACCM just idling for 15 seconds casually. He's like almost down a Vil now. That's horrible.
Yeah, well, he knows the uptime's really important, but yeah, he's not even up faster, so that's, yeah, not really what he wanted here. We're gonna probably see a second dock from him, but it's gonna be too little too late.
It's, yeah, he's definitely at a disadvantage now. I do think Viper is a little bit, well, I mean, would you agree that Persians maybe a little bit stronger on water, Lithuanians a little bit stronger on land?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. For now, anyways. In the super late game, I think that Persians are going to have everything that they need against Lithuanians, but for most of the game, yeah, Lithuanians is going to be pretty strong. On the land here, Persians, of course, their dock is going to start working faster in the next age, so it's really hard to keep up with them in terms of production, unless you just have another dock compared to them. And Viper bringing this villager forward to harass too. Just the Vil War. And Viper's going to be up first, and this scout battle is not going to go in ACCM's favor.
Oh, no, yeah, Viper get that extra speed, that extra attack for the next 7 seconds. All in all, though, 27-27, it could have been a lot worse, and now we both have, oh, there's 2 villagers here for ACCM. A little bit of idle time for both, but the efficiency is 78%. Is fine. I mean, like, villager idle time. Viper, still 0 seconds of idle time on the town center, so that's feeling pretty nice. And both are on gold, and both are going to be plugging out those fire galleys. And like we said, as soon as feudal hits, then those Persian docks work a little bit faster, and the town centers too. What, 5% faster?
Yeah, 5% in Dark Age. So it's something. Every second counts at this level, and... Well, Viper almost losing his scout, but pulling it back just in time, and a 2 HP scout still does just as much damage as a full HP scout, so it's still gonna do the work here. Well, Fire Galley's gonna come and finish that, and, well, if it's 1 versus 1, then the Fire Galleys are gonna be just trading, but yeah, Viper has the Vil here, and yeah, I mean, Viper making a second dock, so there's no way that Lithuanians can really keep up with that, but ACCM starting to transition into land already. He's going to go for the archery range, going to start adding some archers, and of course...
Viper's doing the exact same thing here.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think they're making archers just so they can save their food towards Castle Age?
Yeah, well, you just can't really afford to actually go scouts because, yeah, you just don't have the food economy to even do scouts. So, archers is really the only unit that makes sense here. And, of course, archers can push off of gold. It can push away from the farms. So, yeah, just having ranged units here is really good. It's just, like, it's just too expensive to get to scouts. Even though, like, if you have scouts, you could run around and do a lot of damage. You just can't really make scouts because you aren't going to have the economy to actually do that. So, yeah, archers is just way easier to play here. And demo coming in.
Oh, it could be a big one. Oh, villager and a fishing ship, Ringy McDingy. That's pretty nice. And this repair villager really working overtime. ACM has repair vills as well. More demos coming in for Viper, and they are also going to pay ACCM back with the same coin. Villager down for ACM as well. So eco kill death, ACM lost 2. Oh, sorry, Viper lost 1. 2. ACM lost 1. There we go. But because of idle time, actually, hold on. Why does ACM have 3 more villagers? What's going on here? More fish?
Yeah, it calculates with the fish in there as well.
All right.
So yeah, Viper getting to the back of ACCM's base with some archers here. Is ACCM going to notice? I don't think he sees it. ACCM has his archers in kind of an awkward position, and he he's kind of patrolling in front of his walls. He needed to be maybe like in the back because these archers are going to completely blindside him, and ACCM going to have to run away. But again, just like
No fletching, right?
exactly,
Same
just like
thing
in
as
the
last
other one,
time.
exactly. And is he going to lose a Vil like Hera did? No. So
No, no, no. But yeah, now fletching is coming in for ACCM. Viper with 4 archers looking pretty good, forcing ACM to make a couple of skirms, and that will be costing him a little bit of the food budget here. But is anyone close to castle? Absolutely not. Is it worth investing into a second range for ACM right now?
Potentially, because neither player, as you said, neither player is going up anytime soon. So just having more military means that you're gonna get more damage done, especially because there's no walls. And well, Viper is invested into the stable, so he's gonna have scouts. And well, there is a tower coming down though, so it's even if ACCM added a second range and he goes into this tower, he's not gonna really do anything against the tower. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a hard decision, but a second range is probably still on the table.
Look
We'll see
at
what he wants to
Viper's
do.
efficiency though, 56%.
Well, he just had half his economy building that tower, so I think that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
really
that's
did
true, that's true.
it.
That's true. So now he's back at the Woodline Viper over at ACM's base, but ACM's got a skirm, so he's gonna say and stay out here. And ACM is now adding his spears, but remember these are Lithuanian skirms and spears, so they do have that 10% speed bonus, so they can keep up.
Yeah, one villager going down on the gold from Viper. ACCM sat under the TC, unfortunately, though, so he did lose 2 Vils. But yeah, one Vil going down, it was okay, but now the pressure is kind of off. And scouts coming in for Viper, they're gonna probably... Well, they're not gonna really accomplish too much. It's just 2 of them. So, ACCM trying to get his walls up, but they're pretty big walls, and that's gonna take quite some time to go up. Okay.
That is quite the ambitious wall for sure. And the thing is, again, like Palisades are really only good for, I feel like early feudal. Late
Yeah, yeah, in
feudal,
Castle Age they're not as strong, but they still give
is just
advance warning.
ugh, ugh,
Ugh.
is icky.
Yeah.
But Viper here with his 1 scout cleaning up the rest of the archers that ACM had forward. And yeah, you can still see little archer bodies decomposing underneath the town center. Feels bad, man. Lots of gold getting got right now for Viper. Market buying our way up, maybe?
Yeah,
Could that be it?
it's kind of the best way to get up. Just the market prices are so good in Feudal Age that you should be able to get up. Really good micro by ACCM, taking out quite a few of Viper's archers here. Let's see if he can keep it up. He's taking a really good trade here. Viper's still controlling the center, though, so Viper having the fish.
I love how Viper also has demos, because if those juicy archers just roll on in here one more time, Viper having that demo could just, you know, potentially decimate that whole army. But yeah, still pumping out archers for both parties. Viper's still adding fish, by the way, and ACCM says what fish. But look at ACM's resources. He's not that far away from clicking up to castle.
Exactly, yeah, he is going to go up. And Viper actually, I think he forgot fletching because he just got it in. He didn't have it this whole time, so he finally has it in, but now that he has it in, ACCM's walled, so Viper's not really going to be able to get any damage done. And we'll see if just that one range play from ACCM is going to be fine here. Because obviously if he added a second range, then he would be up slower. Viper added the stable and scouts, so that's gonna push Viper to being up to Castle Age a little bit later. So yeah, ACCM's gonna get up first, and he's gonna be able to maybe hit a crossbowman timing. He continues to make archers, so I think he is gonna go for that crossbowman, and we'll see if he can get any damage done. ACCM still doesn't notice. He doesn't notice these archers at the woodline, losing 1 Vil.
Oh yeah, 1 villager down, a second. Oh no, that's horrible. Well, he notices now, but Viper's just finished building his market, and he's going to use it now. And he's still not there for Castle Age, but this was a beautiful little raid here. Now forcing ACM to market behind this. Does he have another market? Yeah, he's going to double market this.
Yeah, you probably should cancel that market. I think he just forgot at this point. He's just going to micro these archers.
He's
And
sending a third villager to build that market. Oh, the humanity.
yeah, well, he wants to
Oh,
buy
that's a
up,
shame.
but yeah, I guess he just kind of forgot he just built one on the other side. So, yeah.
Well, he's got two of them for sure. It's gonna go up, and now he's gonna use the market and build some farms. And actually, so I guess Viper is gonna be pretty comparable uptime. In fact, he'll be a couple seconds faster. ACCM is idling his town center once more, but Viper's had a little bit more idle time on his town center. In the grand scheme of things, but villager count 44, 45, not that bad considering Viper has 5 fish and ACM has 0.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, Viper's TCs work faster, so he's going to be able to get up to the castle age just a little bit faster because it does affect uptime as well. So it's like a mini melee, and
This is
yeah,
I'm looking at Viper's wood line, and it's just the inefficiency of it is astounding.
yeah. Well, he's going to go for he needs to get a little bit of stone to get a TC. Actually, Viper adding a mill. He wants to get more farms around this random mill. That's strange. He's going up to castle age. I would feel like he would add another
Town
TC,
center maybe
but
makes a little bit more sense.
yeah, but the archers are going to come in, and Viper's not really ready for this. He's going to get taken off of all of his farms, and ACCM doesn't want to lose his units because he does want to save them so that he can hit that crossbow timing, so he is going to try and retreat, which he will be able to get back, but yeah, as long as ACCM doesn't throw this army, he's going to be able to hit a pretty strong timing here. Now, he is losing a few guys, though, so...
I don't know why ACM is making like more galleys though. I just feel like it's inevitability that Viper is gonna win the water and his dock is gonna go down. The dock has like 30 HP, so I'm a little bit weirded out that he did make his galley here.
Yeah, he just wants to
Resources.
keep the pressure on, force Viper to maybe make some more ships. But yeah, maybe it's a little bit of a wasted investment here. And the fire galleys doing some damage to these archers. We're going to be seeing upgrades for the archers. But ACCM walling himself out. Oh, no. The archers are...
It's a little unfortunate for sure.
Yeah.
But now crossbow is in. No bot in for Viper. He can't afford it. He's got 30 food here.
Yeah. ACCM a little slow on clicking the upgrades there, just slightly. But yeah, he's going to loop around the other side, but it's going to take a while for ACCM to get across the map there. And Viper's going to be able to pressure right away. There's no protection on this gold. So ACCM going to get taken off of gold here. And there's really nothing that he can do about it for now. There aren't that many crossbowmen, but still.
He's making some... he's not actually making monks. Yo, why does he have a monk? He could have converted potentially a knight there. But in any case, I guess he'll wait until he has, like, what, 3, 4 knights and then poke them out here. It's just 4 crossbows and some feudal age skirms, so nothing like too scary, but not having that gold income kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter that there's not that many units, it's just still enough to take off of gold. Now Viper is vacating this position, so ACCM able to get back on the gold. And, well, at the same time, ACCM is looping around the other side. He did lose 1 crossbowman accidentally to the fire galleys. 8 crossbowmen is exactly how much you need to one-shot villagers. But since they sometimes miss shots, you kind of want to have like 9 or 10. And, of course, this tower is here, so a little bit awkward. Now, Viper not making the TC on wood could be a bit of an issue, because Viper is going to have some wood problems here in just a sec. And 1 villager down. Maybe 2 villagers. 2 villagers down. That was good for ACCM. He gets out of there with his army.
Camping underneath the tower here.
I don't think it's good because there's the TC there, and Viper's just gonna send crossbowmen to deal. Like, if you're camping under the tower, you kind of have to be on stand ground, and then Viper can clean up 8 with like 3 guys. So, yeah, it's not super great here.
I still don't know why ACM is like reinforcing. He's making a palisade gate in his walls. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I kind of hate that. Yeah.
He destroyed so quickly, especially now because Viper's picking up also ballistics. But his knight numbers aren't crazy. He's got 1. And ACCM looks like he wants to maybe switch into the knights with those relics for Lithuanians, benefiting with +1 attack for every relic they have for the knights and Lightus.
Yeah, pretty strong.
Could be good.
But yeah, Viper just having ballistics come in, and he can fight the 8 crossbowmen with the 4 or 5 guys that he has at home, because ACCM has a bunch of weak units. Knights coming in though, and even if they don't really have any upgrades, they could be okay here because, well, Viper just doesn't have the numbers. but he really doesn't want to lose any, and he's going to lose one knight here for sure. So
Could have been worse.
that was
But
not the
look at Viper's
greatest.
efficiency. It's like just back to being low 50s.
Well, yeah, look at his wood again. Just he didn't make the TC on wood, and now
Ah,
look at the wood. It's so gross.
it's gross indeed. ACM here making a little bit of a siege workshop in between these mounds.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
then he can put the mangonels on the mounds, so I guess
That's
it's kind of
true.
good.
That's true. I wonder if these knights are gonna grab any kills at the fish here in the center. They're gonna all go and retreat into the center where the knights are not able to play on. So that's quite nice. And the fire galleys, don't think the fire galleys will be able to clean up the knights. But in any case, a little bit of inefficiencies there for Viper as
Yep.
ACCM is dropping his fourth town center in a beautiful position here.
Demo
He
gets
will
both
not
knights
go-
though.
What?
Yeah, the Viper's knights just, or ACCM's knights stopped, and the demos killed them both, or the one demo just blew them up.
Well, that's interesting. I'm here just admiring ACCM's beautiful town center on the gold and the wood line, and missing demo shots feels bad, man.
Well,
The
that's
double
okay.
king, a double kill, yeah, on the knights feels good, man. So villager count 76 to 68 here. Viper not really adding more town centers. He's got 11 on stone, so I'm seeing castles on the horizon. And ACM with 7 on stone, it looks like he has a similar idea, albeit not as committed to the cause as Viper.
Yeah, well, we're getting close to players thinking about Imperial Age. So in Imperial Age, of course, you need to have a castle to get conscription, to get trebs. So it just makes sense that both players are kind of thinking about getting a castle at some point, controlling some map. Viper finally going for that third TC on a wood line, which is going to really help out his economy. I'm a advocate of always getting the second TC on a wood line, just like if you can. It's just kind of better generally because you need to add farms anyways. So yeah, like Viper's economy's been really hurting. Although if you look at ACCM's economy, it's also hurting because these crossbowmen have been harassing.
Yeah, so we're denied another stable here, but ACM has a couple of scorpions nearby, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get some good engagements here, but ACM really wants another stable, but Viper is going to say no, 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 and the scorpions do have that minimum attack distance, so as long as these crossbows stay in the vicinity of the scorpion, then they're going to be pretty safe, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, Viper adding in a single knight to help with the Scorpion as well. And yeah, like the main issue was that ACCM never got any armor upgrades for his knights. He just got +1 now. And well, if he had +2 knights, if he had like 3 +2 knights, then he can clean all these up. But he just maybe underinvested into knight upgrades and knight numbers here.
Do you like how ACM has like 3 stable foundations that he's building near his siege workshop?
Yeah, I mean, maybe he should delete those, but he has lots of wood in the bank.
He's got the wood, yeah, he's got the wood. Okay, so Monk's dying to some crossbows here. In terms of relic count, Viper's got 1. ACM has picked up 2, so despite not having forging or iron casting, it's as if these knights do have them. Would love to see him get forging at some point for an extra little pick-me-up there. But in the siege workshop, there are some scorpions that are going to come out and help out with the cleaning of the crossbow. So ACM's military numbers, though, are very, very low. Value's not that bad because knights are a little bit more valuable than the crossbows. But look at that. Viper almost with 20 crossbows.
Yeah, I think that ACCM probably could have stopped villager production just temporarily to get +2 armor on his knights, and it would have made a huge difference here. Viper adding in a couple more TCs just to really catch up in the economy, and that's going to give Viper a really strong late game as well. So even if ACCM does some counter raids, if Viper's on 5 Persian TCs, he's going to be able to replace those villagers so quickly.
I'm looking at Viper here. He still doesn't have a castle, but 14 on stone. He's close.
Yeah,
We can feel it.
Yeah.
He's still also doing a really good job with this little mass of crossbows, just annoying ACCM. Forcing, well, ACM is now getting bloodlines and stuff like that. Who do you think is going to imp first?
In this situation, it kind of seems like they're both going to be up at about the same time, because I don't think we're going to be seeing any more big commitments to Castle Age aggression. I think that both players are just going to be really thinking about Imp now because they're both over 100 villagers. Neither player has that big of an army. It's not like they can push with Siege, so it only makes sense to try and get up to Imperial Age at this point. Maybe make some military to take a map control so that you can get a better castle position, but other than that, like, both players need to be thinking about Imp. And ACCM is adding in +2 armor, and he added a few Lightus, so he is delaying his Imp a little bit here. Viper getting Handcart, which can delay the Imp a little bit, but, you know, increasing the economy is good. But yeah, ACCM's on 53 farms, so, I mean, he's not struggling for food economy.
Good. And also, ACM cleaned out a lot of the fishing ships for Viper. Now, I don't think Viper cares too much about it, because most of the fish has been already removed here. You know, overfishing is a real problem here. But anyway, and sure, you could make fish farms, but it's just really risky because it's not hybrid terrain, so I don't think anyone's going to be going back on the water in terms of fish economy. But I really like the strategy of having a couple of demos waiting. I think that might be nice to get some big engagements. Yeah, is coming with a castle on a hill, and he's going to be even more aggressive, reaching a town center.
Yeah, that's a crazy castle, actually, because ACCM's not up yet. Neither player are up. They probably should be. Closer. Yeah, well, I think they're both still going to be going up at about the same time, but yeah, this is a pretty aggressive castle. I don't know. I think it's too late.
Like 2 tiles forward, this man.
Yeah, well, he wanted to really push in there, but I don't know, like, needs to get up.
Deep.
I kind of disagree with going for this late Castle Age push here because Viper's going to be up so much faster. But I guess we'll see.
Well, ACCM will have a nice mass of knights, so he could come and snipe Trebs and BBCs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and he's getting a nice raid here, but villager count 142 to 125 there. I wonder if ACM is like over booming now, but he just cuts his production, which it looks like he's done. He's idling one more time to get into the next age here, and Viper, like we said, going to be there a little bit faster, but one castle. Making a second one right now.
Yep.
I see.
Exactly. So it's going to be 2 Trebs from Viper, and he's going to be up faster. So it's all about if ACCM can pick off those initial Treb numbers with the Knights. Oh, Viper's crossbowman regrouping into the Knights, and Viper losing quite a few of them. So this could be an issue for Viper, because Viper is he's just going for light cap now, which definitely do not deal with Knights. So
well, I mean, Viper doesn't get Arbalester, right? And he doesn't get Bracer. He doesn't know her. So I don't think he's going to be making more crossbows unless things get really icky and then he gets like the trash bow thing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, losing the crossbow, not the biggest deal here. But yeah, I think like Viper, he's not making camels yet. I think he's going to be forced to make camel at some point, because he has the stables already. It would just make a lot of sense because, well, Lith is making Lightus. And yeah, I mean, Lightus are going to be so hard to deal with. Honestly, Viper might end up needing to go for Halberdiers even.
Well, Viper's actually got a really nice little raid of 5 scouts or whatnot in the back of ACCM's base, and he's actually killed quite a few villagers here with that. And the Lightus are now just running around trying to clean them up. But yeah, Viper's in the Imperial Age, and Trebs are coming out. We'll have 2 Trebs. More are going to be following, and conscription as well. So Viper's going to be getting his eco upgrades. No, sorry, his oh, he's missing a lot of upgrades actually. He's just getting +2 defense now for the Knights. No forging, no nothing. Yeah.
Well, the thing is ACM still he's still on like 145 vills, so yeah, the raids killed vills, but they got replaced as soon as they were killed. The main issue for ACCM right now is the Trebs killing his forward castle. If you're gonna go for a unique unit, losing castles is not really what you want.
It's a little icky. He's making a third castle here, which will soon be the second castle, because the second castle will be falling. But Viper beautifully protected his Trebs with some, or at least one of them, with some stone walls, which is nice.
Yep.
And then the other Treb is like packed up and already ready to go. Look at that. We're rolling forward. We're ushering on. He's got his army set. Squires, is he gonna go for halberdiers?
Yeah, well, I think he feels like he needs it because Lightus will kill camels probably, actually, with the 3 relics. Yeah, exactly. The unit is insane, so I think he feels like he has to go for Halbs here, otherwise he's not going to be able to ever fight that army. Elite Light is coming, but our Lithuanian player is also going to go into Halbs, so it's going to be Halb v Halb with Lightus as well. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Elite Light is coming in. The final defense coming in for the Lithuanian. Another castle coming in, so he'll be back to 3 Castelinos. No siege for the Lith yet. Okay, there is the first Treb. Lithuanians also have access to bombard cannons. I do believe versions as well.
Yeah. Both civs get it. And one thing to mention is that since there's water on this map, you can make cannon galleons as well. So if any player decides that they want to make cannon galleons, there are some juicy castles that can be ranged from the water.
This is true, and both have access to cannon galleons in their tech tree.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah,
I don't think anyone picked up chemistry just yet. I don't think anyone has. Oh no, Viper's got a university because he has ballistics. ACCM though, halberdier, iron casting coming in, and he's now really open. So I love that Viper's just sending in these units. He got a converted Lightus over here. Using that against ACM feels nice. But look at the castle situation here. We got a great job from the Vipers doing walling in his trebs, keeping them safe, keeping them protected. And I think ACM could benefit for some bombard cannons for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Even like a cannon galleon in the center or a bombard cannon, either one. The thing is that you don't need redemption to convert cannon galleons, so maybe they're a little bit more of a liability since Viper does have some monks, but they're Persian monks. It's not like they're very good. Yeah, ACCM just needs to be really careful about losing castles. He can't lose castles if he's going Lightus. And he's already committed to Elite Lightus, so he needs to be a little careful. But yeah, these traps from Viper are going to fall pretty quickly to these Lightus. So I think that ACCM is going to be very happy with how this went, this little engage here.
ACCM super lucky that his halberdiers were here, saving that treb with just 10 hit points. And Viper going to call it.
Yeah.
He's going to lose this castle. He's down in military count, and ACCM here, 5k to 1k almost. Ugh. What a strong performance from ACCM.
Yeah, there's just really nothing that Viper could do in the end there. His best hope was like Halb and hand cannons, maybe. I don't know. The Lightus just dominate. They're doing 21 damage and ignoring armor. So yeah, kind of crazy.
Yeah, the 3 relics. Oh, so good. So it's like they have more attack because Lithuanians don't get blast furnace anymore. You need to pick up at least 2 relics to kind of neutralize that out, and he had yet a 3rd. So really nice work for him. In terms of the stats, military looking good for ACCM, economy looking good for ACCM, looking fine and dandy. Few more villagers as well. Clickies for Viper with 87, but ACCM clicking in all the right places. So we're going to move on to game number 2, and this is going to be Viper's home map here. We can just look at the draft real quick.